Alrighty, I'm back once again. There we go.
This is Jeopardy!
My fourth game of Jeopardy for the Wii U. I have a free game winnings total of $79,200 coming into this one. The last game was a bit of a modest payout, winning only $11,200. Here we go. This is Jeopardy! Small. And after I walked away with the previous one, going to be running into a difficult final Jeopardy.
Player one!
But still, over 79, winning close to 80 grand over 3 games is a pretty nice amount of cash. And these two ladies I'm facing here, they want their fair share of the cash as well, though. We'll see if it happens in this game.
And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
Alright, here we go.
Right now
Let's play the first round. One daily double in this round, and it will appear in one of these categories. Which one will it be in? We find it under state capitals, or maybe our founding fathers, official state dinosaurs and fossils, debriefing, in quotation marks,
Elvis
lyrics, or
and
maybe it's in all about offers.
A lot of clues, a lot of categories.
Debriefing for 200.
It's the alliterative salutation that traditionally begins each entry of a girl's daily journal.
What is Dear Diary?
Player one. Correct.
Alright, debriefing for 400.
Please pick it to slobber, or to bounce a basketball.
What is dribble?
Yes, player one.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, debriefing for 6.
Player one. Humorous poetry with irregular rhythm is known by this canine name. Player one.
What is Doggerel?
That is correct.
Yes. There we go. Debriefing 800.
Player one. To a Londoner, it's a trash can. It's player one.
What is dustbin?
That's it.
Okay,
Player one. Pick again.
let's go to Elvis lyrics for 200.
Never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so.
Don't know. Player 2.
Player two.
What is Love Me Tender?
Right.
Yes. Your selection.
Player two. You start us off.
Elvis lyrics for
The
400.
warden said, "Hey buddy, don't you be no square. If you can't find a partner, use a wooden chair." It's
What is
player
Jailhouse Rock?
one. Right you are.
Elvis lyrics for 600, please.
Player one. If you can't come around, at least please telephone.
Player 3.
Okay, player three.
What is Don't Be Cruel? Yes. Your selection.
Player three. You start.
Elvis lyrics for 800.
Ooh, 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 I feel my temperature rising. Help me, I'm flaming. I must be 109.
I'll take a shot at
Player
this
one.
one. What is Burning Love?
Yes.
That's right. 1,000.
Player one. No such number. No such zone.
What is Return to Sender?
Player one. Good for you.
Alright, and
Player
Debriefing
one.
1,000.
An alcoholic may suffer from this, from the Greek for mad thirst. Yes,
Player
player
three.
3.
What is
Sorry, that's...
Diplophobia? No,
Anyone else?
it's incorrect.
Here's the correct response. Dipsomania.
Dipsomania was what we needed.
Player 1. You
All
pick
right,
again.
state capitals for 2.
The old barracks in this New Jersey capital housed Continental Army troops during the Revolution. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Newark?
No,
No, that's not right.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
First one I've missed. Player
Let's hear
three.
it, player 3.
What is Trenton? Yes. That's what we need there. Trenton, New Jersey.
Player 3, where do we start?
State capitals for 4.
The site for this capital was chosen because of its location between Pensacola and St. Augustine. Let's hear
Player
it, player
three.
3.
What is Jackson?
Sorry.
No, that's wrong.
Anyone else?
Wrong, as Patrick Butler would say. It's not Jackson.
Here's the correct response. Tallahassee.
Tallahassee was what we needed.
Please pick again, player 3.
600 state capitals.
At an elevation of about 7,000 feet, this city in New Mexico's Sangre de Cristo Mountains is the highest state capital. Okay, player 1.
I'll say, what is Santa Fe?
That is
And that is correct. 800.
all right. When Kansas became a state in 1861, this city became capital.
Player
Yes,
3.
player 3.
What is Wichita?
No.
Incorrect.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? The correct response is Topeka.
Topeka. State capitals 1,000.
Player 1. 2 state capitals with city in their names lie west of the Rocky Mountains. Salt Lake City and this one.
West of the
Okay,
Rocky
player
Mountains.
one.
Okay, what is Carson City?
That is
Yes, there we go. Carson City, Nevada. Up to
Please pick again,
5,600.
player 1.
All about offers for 200.
In the early 1920s, she scandalized Atlanta society by doing a provocative dance at a debutante ball. Here's what we wanted. Margaret Mitchell,
Margaret Mitchell. All about offers
player
for
1. Mark Twain said, "I came in with this in 1835. It is coming again next year, 1910, and I expect to go out with it." He did. Yes, player 1.
What is Halley's Comet?
Good for you.
Yes. All about offers for 1,200.
Player one,
For 600.
choose it.
Answer there is the Daily Double.
Answer the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead.
I'll just go for
What's
1,000.
your wager? Answer this.
The answer.
He wrote his last short story, The Betrothed, shortly before his play, The Cherry Orchard.
Who is Chekhov?
That puts you
That's
even
right.
further ahead. Player
7,000.
1. This novelist, who wrote about gorillas in Congo, passed away in 2008. We're talking about Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton. All about offers for 1,000.
His father disapproved of his poetry writing, so Chile's Naftali Ricardo Reyes Basualto adopted this pen name. The correct response is Pablo Neruda.
Pablo Neruda.
Player 1, back to you.
Founding Fathers 2.
All right, here with the clue is Kelly.
The southwest wall of the Thomas Jefferson Memorial displays an excerpt from this document, of which Jefferson was the primary author.
Yes, player
What
one.
is the Declaration of Independence?
Yes.
Founding Fathers for 400, please.
You get, at age 15, he was a bell ringer at the Old North Church. 25 years later, he told the church sexton to light 2 lanterns. Here's what we were looking for. Paul Revere.
Paul Revere.
Player
600?
1. He served jointly with William Hunter as Postmaster General of the Colonies from 1753 to 1761. Here's the response we were looking for. Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
You again, player 1.
Dinosaurs and fossils, too.
The Triceratops found in this state's Black Hills won official fossil status.
Well, what state of the Black Hills in?
Here's the response we were looking for. South Dakota.
South Dakota. Okay.
Player 1.
Founding Fathers 800.
On April 24th, 1778, this naval hero captured the Drake, the first British ship defeated in war by an American ship.
Player
Player
3?
3?
Well, who is John Paul
That's
Jones?
right, there you go.
You're right. Your selection, please.
Player 3, make a selection, please. as we
Founding Fathers
continue.
1,000.
Before he was on the $10 bill, this first Treasury Secretary was one of the 39 signers of the Constitution.
Player
It's
2.
Player 2.
Who's out?
That is
Hamilton. You're right. It's 1,200.
Player 2, make a selection, please.
Dinosaurs
as
and
we continue.
fossils for 4.
Montana's state fossil, the Maiasaura, had this type of mouth, like the platypus.
Some of these clues are getting a bit difficult here at the end.
Here's what we were looking for. Duckbill.
Oh, a duckbill mouth.
Player 2, choose again.
Dinosaurs and fossils for 6.
Haddonfield in this eastern state was the site of the first nearly complete dinosaur found, a Hadrosaurus.
Player 3.
Okay, player 3.
It is New Jersey.
That is correct.
That's
You're
right.
out of the hole.
2
Okay,
clues
let's
are
get
left.
back into this.
Dinosaurs
Player
and
3.
fossils,
You make
800.
the next selection as we. The teeth from Maryland's Astrodon were cut open in 1858 and revealed this pattern, hence its name.
Player
It's
2.
Player 2.
With a star.
Yes.
Yep, you're right. And now the last
Let's
clue.
have a look at the $1,000 clue. Saurophaganax was named this state's official fossil in 2000, and you can see one at the Sam Noble Museum in Norman. The correct response is
And it was
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. And that does it for the Jeopardy round. Player 3 in third place right now with no money. So she's going to make the first selection in Double Jeopardy. Player 2's at second place with 2,000. And I have the lead with 7,200.
This one.
And we're going to get into our Double Jeopardy round right now with these categories.
Physical science.
Physical science.
The arts.
The arts.
Country music
Country
stars
music stars on film.
Historic,
Historic
Munich.
Munich.
Beastly expressions.
Beastly expressions. And
libraries.
libraries.
Player 3, you're in last place, which
Beastly
means
expressions
you get
for
to select
4.
first in double. Curiosity killed this animal.
What is the cat?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That's correct.
Beastly expressions for 800.
Player 1. On Cheers, Norm said it was this kind of world, and I'm wearing milk-bone underwear. Okay, Player 1.
What is dog eat dog?
That's it.
It's 8,400.
Please pick again.
Alright,
Player
let's
1.
go for Historic Munich for 4.
On Munich's coat of arms, you'll find one of these religious figures who originally settled the city and gave it its name.
Okay. I always get this one mixed up, so I'm not going to bother buzzing in.
The correct response is a monk.
A monk. 800, Historic Munich.
Selecting Munich's motto used to be Die Weltstadt mit Herz, the world city with this.
And again, I'm not going to ring in, because I always get this one mixed up too. Player
Okay,
3.
player 3.
What is people?
No.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? It's
Player
player 2.
What is money?
Aww.
That's wrong.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Well, free shot for me.
Yes, player 1.
What is heart?
That's it.
Okay. Beastly expressions,
Player
1200.
1. To look guilty but smug is to look like the cat that ate this bird. Okay, player 2.
The canary.
Good.
Right. So it's 2400.
Player 2. Where do we
Beastly
start?
expressions for 16. The answer there, one of the daily doubles.
That's it. The first
They
of
have
the 2 daily
2400 to put at
You are
risk.
currently in second place.
Going for 550. I'll
Would
take
be.
it at 2950 if you're right.
Answer this.
Here's the
To
clue.
cry these is to show insincere sorrow.
What are tiger tears?
That's not
No, that is incorrect.
Here's what we were looking for. Crocodile tears.
Crocodile tears was what we needed.
Please pick
Pick again.
Player 2.
Finishing up that category.
This porcine phrase refers to something of undetermined value as a purchase. Yes,
Player
player,
two.
2.
Elephant test.
Sorry.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess?
I'll
on
try
this?
it. It's 50-50.
Okay, player 1.
What is pig in a poke?
That
Yes! That'll take me up to 11,200.
Player 1.
Unit
You start.
12.
In 1634 and 1635, this deadly contagion devastated Munich, killing more than 1/3 of its residents. Yes, player 1.
What is bubonic plague?
That's it.
Historic Munich 16.
You will get the Summer Olympics in Munich in this year were sadly marred by terrorism and tragedy.
What is 1972?
Okay, player 1.
Yes, doing 14,000. Unit 12,
Player 1.
2,000.
In the 16th century, Munich was a center of the German phase of this movement against Protestantism.
Player 3.
Player 3.
What is Spanish Inquisition? No, that is
That's
incorrect.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
Player 2.
Okay, player 2.
What is the Great Schism? No, that too is incorrect.
Anyone else? Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Counter-Reformation?
That is correct.
16,000. I'm the only one right now that
Player
has
1,
money.
You pick again,
The
please.
arts for 4.
The Gobelin factory of France was famous for these wall hangings and began manufacturing them around 1600. Here's what we were looking for. Tapestries.
Tapestries. Let's go for
Player 1.
800.
Pick- This author of Timon of Athens was part owner of London's Blackfriars Theatre. Here's what we wanted. William Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Alright,
We return to
how
you,
about
player
I
1.
go somewhere else? Libraries for 4.
This country's national library, the Biblioteca Nacional José Martí, was financed by a tax on sugar. It's player 1.
What is Mexico?
Sorry.
That is not correct.
Any other takers? Okay, player 3.
What is Haiti?
Sorry.
No, that too is wrong.
Anyone else care to try to come
That
up
just
with the
leaves
correct
Cuba.
response? Yes, player 2. You correct. Player 2, you're in command of
Libraries
the
for
board
8.
as we continue, right? The Hector Hodler Library in Rotterdam, which is devoted to this artificial language, has over 15,000 books. We're talking about Esperanto.
Esperanto.
You get to pick again, player 2.
Libraries for 1,200.
When his presidential library was dedicated in 1991, 4 former presidents were in attendance.
1991. Okay, George W. Bush was...
Player
no,
2.
George Bush was president at the time.
Right you are.
Ronald Reagan, though.
We return to you,
Communications
player
for.
2.
Libraries for 16.
This Shakespeare library, named for this Standard Oil man, is run by Amherst College. Here's the correct response. Henry Folger.
Henry Folger.
Player 2, you pick again, please.
Libraries for 2,000.
The Radcliffe Camera, Britain's first round library, is the main reading room of this bigger library at Oxford.
Pardon me.
Yes, player 1?
What is the Burton Library? No, that's wrong. Down
Anyone
to
else care to try to come up with the
13,600.
correct response? Here's what we were looking for. The Bodleian Library.
Bodleian Library.
You again,
At
player
least we're
2.
done with that. The Arts for 1,200.
Beginning around 1790 in New York City, Duncan Fife was a leader in the artful manufacturing of this.
Okay, I'm gonna need to be careful. I don't want to
Yes,
get too many
player
more
3.
incorrect. Silverware. No, that's wrong.
That's
Is that
incorrect.
minus
Any other
4,400?
takers?
Starting to wonder how player 3 even passed the test to get on the show.
Here's what we were looking for. Furniture.
Furniture.
Player 2. Choose again.
1,600.
His portrait of Jonathan Buttall is known as the Blue Boy. We're talking about Thomas Gainsborough.
Gainsborough.
You get to pick again, player 2.
Arts for 2,000.
Let's go to the Clue Crew for this next clue.
Beginning around 447 BC, Phidias supervised the making of the sculptures for this ancient structure.
I don't think that's the Colosseum. It's definitely not the Aqueduct.
We're talking about the Parthenon.
Oh, that's the Parthenon. Oh, I should have recognized
We
that.
return
Oh, well.
to you, player 2.
Country music stars on film for 4.
In Rhinestone, she turned Sly Stallone into a country singer. It's player 1.
Who is Tammy Wynette?
That's not it.
No.
Anyone
Oh
else?
boy, I'm in a bit of a slump right now. I have to try and get out of it, even though I'm the only one with money.
The correct response is Dolly Parton. Player 2. Pick again. How do you like him now? Now that he made his film debut as fading country star Bo Price in Broken Bridges. Here's the correct response. Toby Keith.
Toby Keith was who we needed.
Player 2. Pick
Country
again.
music stars on film for 12. There's the other daily double.
Sorry? The second
Minus
daily
550,
double.
but you can just
You're
get
in
2,000.
now. Player 2.
That's exactly what
Here's
she's going to do.
Here is your clue.
Answer.
He was the mean and abusive Doyle Hargraves in Sling Blade.
Who is Buck Owens?
No.
You are
The
incorrect.
correct response is Dwight Yoakam.
Dwight Yoakam. Down to minus 25.50. Pick again.
Player 2, back to you for our next selection. Hats off to this singer who played the dad and horse rancher in 2006's Flicka. Let's hear it, Player 1.
Who's Tim McGraw? There we go. Alright, let's finish the category.
All right. In a 1969 film, he showed some true grit as John Wayne's young sidekick. Here's what we wanted. Glenn Campbell.
Glenn Campbell.
Player 1.
Physical
you pick
Science
again.
2000.
Let's get Sarah's assistance on this clue.
Nuclear fusion in the sun's core produces energy that eventually flows to the photosphere, first by radiation and then by heat currents, using this process, also used in a type of oven.
Yes, Player 1?
What is convection?
Good.
Yes, 16,800. Physical Science for
Player
16.
1, back to you. A body at rest will remain at rest unless acted upon by a force according to Newton's law of this property. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is inertia?
That's correct.
Got it. 1,200.
You again. Hygroscopic substances have a tendency to absorb this from the atmosphere.
Player 2.
It's Player 2.
What is oxygen?
Sorry.
Incorrect.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Moisture.
Moisture was what we needed. 800,
Player
please.
1. It's the lightest known stable subatomic particle. Yes, Player
Player
3.
3. What is proton?
Aww.
No.
Sorry.
At minus 5,200.
Any other takers? Player 2.
Neutron?
No.
No.
Any other takers? Yes, Player 1.
What is an electron?
Right.
Very good. 19,200 now for
And
me,
we'll wrap up
as we go to our
with
last clue
this
for
clue.
$400.
All 5 elements of the salt-producing halogen group end in these 3 letters. One element purifies drinking water. The correct response is I.
I-N-E were the letters we needed. And that's it for Double Jeopardy. I have 19,200. Players 2 and 3 are both in the negative, so they will not be around for
But
Final
only
Jeopardy.
one has the positive score needed to go on to Final Jeopardy.
So, I'm the only one that'll be playing Final Jeopardy, and we have this category.
Before
they were senators.
What are you going to wait?
Okay, I have 19,200. And I am going to risk... I'll just go for 800 on this one.
Let's take a look
Alright,
at Final Jeopardy.
our Final
clue
Jeopardy
now.
answer today.
Later a U.S. Senator, in 1962, he made a famous 75,000-mile trip.
And the clue again for those of you watching and playing along from your computer. Later a U.S. Senator, in 1962, he made a famous 75,000-mile trip. I will say, who is Neil Armstrong? Alright, today we start
Let's see
with
your response.
me. My response was who's Neil Armstrong, which is incorrect. But I only lose
We're
800.
talking about
John Glenn was who we needed.
This makes you our new
So
champion.
I lost
So
800 on that,
congratulations.
dropping me to 18,400. But
So long.
I still win. So that's $18,400 today. Now for 4 days, $97,600. And we'll see you next time on Jeopardy!